Hey everybody, this is Patrick, and we're here with Trends with Benefits with my fellow co-host Matt down here. How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you.
Doing well. So this is the second coin we're looking at this week, and today. So for those of you who don't know, Trends with Benefits is a thing where we're picking four coins each week, taking a look at things like market cap and narrative, and then at the end we'll give you an assessment whether we think this is one you should buy, whether you might think about selling, and maybe you want to hold it. And as always, this is not financial advice, and the best thing you can do is do your own research and think about doing exactly the opposite of what I say. Uh, Matt may have more confidence. Yeah, so today we're looking
No,
at
I don't.
today we're looking at an immutable with the ticker IMX, and immutable is kind of an OG layer two ZK rollup. It was built when it launched in 2021 as the first NFT specific Ethereum layer two rollup, but they've done a hard pivot to gaming. So much that if you talk about gaming blockchains, Immutable X is number one. Recent news, they had $100 million Inevitable Games Fund launch in March announcement with Polygon, just to give you a hint of the kind of player that Immutable is. It's sitting at a market cap of $2.3 billion right now, so it's a big boy with a fully diluted valuation of 3.1 billion, meaning 75% of the tokens are in circulation. So if you take a look at, I actually used the all-time, I used the a yearly chart for this one as it's kind of an OG one. So I wanted to take kind of a bigger step back looking at it. And if I had this chart to the left here, you'd see a big spike on launch and then it dropped. And now it's had a renaissance since the beginning of the year. So number went up, and then now we're sitting at number go down. That may not be a judgment on how good of a project Immutable is. This is kind of how the market overall has been going. So pros on Immutable X, it's the top name in blockchain gaming, as I said. So if you believe in blockchain gaming and you think this is the future of Web3 here and the future of gaming is Web3, then you want to be on the Immutable X bandwagon. They had this catalyst with the Inevitable Games Fund launch. So the major commitment of $100 million, really flexing their partnership with Polygon. So this is the real deal, folks. And as I said, major partnerships. They got them all over the place. AWS, people who know gaming know Ubisoft, the gaming studio, Polygon. They're actually partnering with Polygon to build a mutable ZK EVM chain, which is part of the Polygon CDK ecosystem. So it's the testnet. They're kind of in pre-testnet phase there. So cons, on the other hand, do you believe in blockchain gaming? Do you think that the future of gaming is on the blockchain? If you don't think it's going to take off, if you think this is kind of an old narrative from the last cycle, if you think we're too premature with the tech, then maybe you don't want to be a token holder of IMX. And then I look at the ceiling. So we already see that their market cap is $2.3 billion. And if you look at competitors in the area, you'll find solutions like Scale Network, which right now is sitting at a market cap of $270 million. So for me, when I look at risk versus potential, I'm probably not, I'm probably thinking that Immutable X may have already grown to close to its total ceiling already, and I might be looking further downstream for opportunities. So in the short term for me, I'm taking a pass at it. If I'm looking at the chart here, I'm not really seeing a great buy opportunity to see a big jump in terms of the price, the profit versus risk potential. It's sitting at $1.50 now. But in the longer term, on the other hand, if I see this getting back down to this 75-cent layer level, so if we see a slowed, kind of a slow, steady decline, or even a sharp dip, if maybe there's some FUD or something, and it's getting down below that dollar or 75 cent, then I'm thinking that this is a very looks starting to look very, very attractive. So yeah, so for me, buy, hold, or sell overall. I'm selling, and maybe I'm looking into other things in the gaming narrative, and maybe looking to re-enter at a later date because I want to emphasize this is a really, really strong, really, really blue chip gaming project here. So what do you think, Matt?
I guess it comes down to I believe in blockchain gaming. Look, I agree with you. There are different networks that are coming into the space with a lower market cap, and so if I am gonna be a degen, I'm gonna say, hey, where's the biggest potential growth for degens to ape into something, pump something up to a couple of $1 billion market cap, and me leave with a Lambo. So, I mean, that's kind of like what you're looking at. But I kind of like I'm gonna take the opposite stance. Like short term, I'm for it because look, we did see a pump because of the whole ecosystem. We are in a sideways market. If the market drops, then we're all kind of just holding bags until we have a market turnaround. But I don't think that we're not going to have a market turnaround in the next couple months or so by the end of the year. So short term, if you're looking at a buck 50, and you saw that there was highs, just a couple months ago, I think you were looking at as $3, 350, if that was correct. Let me just look at that 350. Then I don't see why actually 380 or something. But I just wouldn't see why that wouldn't be the case. So if you want to make a 2x and maybe a market reversal and Bitcoin new all-time highs, then I think that's a short-term play. Long term, I guess that's where you go to the belief and say, okay, where's the entry? Are we entering now at 150, 75? Always BTFD, in my opinion, dollar cost average. If you're going to believe in something, believe in a token, and you think that they have a good business plan and a model and they're responsible as a company, BTFD. I did the same thing with Coinbase. I bought Coinbase on launch IPO. 270. I'm sorry, 247 was my buy, and I was buying at $30. And luckily, I was able to break even when it hit like 140. Of course, I should have held. If you look at the price now, I should have held. But I would have never got my money back if I didn't, BTFD. So blockchain and gaming and NFTs and the buy and sell and the a way to get these digital assets and actually make money off of your effort and hold something that's special, I think is just such a cool idea. So I'm short and possibly long.
Awesome. Yeah, and so Immutable is it's a great project, right? I think they have I was reading their yearly report. They had launched like 200 games last year, major studio partnerships. So if you believe in blockchain gaming, then Immutable X is it's the biggest horse to ride on. As for me, I'm kind of thinking maybe gaming takes off in the next cycle. Maybe not this cycle, but that means if
What?
you get in now, you'll be in a good position in a couple of years.
It's true. That's true. Next cycle, man. We've been talking about gaming this is the third cycle we're talking about gaming. We're gonna
Yeah,
wait another cycle. I don't know about that, man. It's now or never.
yeah, and I'm thinking like it reminded me of our discussion of Degen that we would have aired like yesterday or something. And
Yeah,
it's kind of like a lot of the story of Web3 adoption has been trying to move Web2 users or gaming users over to blockchain. So we're going to convert them to blockchain. For me, I think it's almost going to go the opposite way. Like the blockchain tech is going to be abstracted. It's going to be underneath. Immutable does do this. And you're kind of like sneaking in the Web3 over to the existing Web2
100%.
user base. Uh,
100%.
and really the value of Web 2 is the data, right? Like the data is the value, the user data that they're all collecting. So solutions that can use blockchain tech tapping into that Web 2 user base and that Web 2 user data, I think that's when you're going to see that aha epiphany. Like surprise, you've been using blockchain for the past 6 months, Dad, and you didn't even know it.
100%. I couldn't agree more. That's exactly how it's going to happen. Blockchain and this whole Web3 and this whole is going to fade in the background. It's going to work seamlessly. Nobody's going to know, but it's just going to be, just how does the internet work? You don't know. We don't know. I mean, you might know. I mean, but
There's like
most people don't know.
sockets and
Yeah,
things.
You don't know, and nobody cares. Just make the thing work, and that's what it's going to be, in my opinion. So, yeah, I agree. Anyway,
You want to take us away?
well, then I will take you away. Then this was Immutable X. I hope that everybody, got a little value from that. Again, please like, subscribe. This is Trends with Benefits. We also have daily crypto news. This is something new we're trying. Just want to look at these coins a little bit, at these projects a little bit deeper, so that you can have a little confidence going into the bull market and trying to figure this out for yourself, help you navigate. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is not really advice. This is two dudes talking about, I guess, magical internet money. Anyway, have a good one. Thanks.
Cheers.